Back here on pregame, Jacob Wilkins with Reid Brignac, starting year 4 of the Brignac tenure. Great to see you, Reid.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, tell me, it's always, we've talked about it, it's opening day, but it's also the continuation of all the work that really started after the last pitch of last season. What's the mindset as you get ready for tonight?
We had a good spring training. The guys came in really good shape, working hard, and just kind of building off what we've been doing in spring training. In a good mindset for the season, and everyone's excited to go play some baseball.
How about some of the leaders of this team that were on it last year, starting with Jet and Cliff?
Yeah, Jet, Cliff, KP,
Yep.
Alex Ramirez, guys that were in the league last year. Obviously, we lost Jet for most of the season. So just excited to see, how these guys respond to last year, which, weren't bad years, but definitely want to see some improvements. I think a second year in the league should give them an advantage.
How about KP? Looks great. Really strong spring training.
Yeah, he looked great in spring. Looks physically in a great spot. Catching well, receiving well, throwing better. His more contact at the plate. He's really bought in, and he's willing to do whatever it takes, and that's the right mindset.
What do you see as the identity of this team from what you've seen in spring training?
We're going to pitch and defend for sure. We have some guys that have some speed too. We have some team speed, which is exciting to have. Always love to have guys that can run, steal bases, put pressure on the defense. We're going to be aggressive, and that's going to be the mindset. Get on and get ready to go.
How about when you think of speed, what Nick Morabito brings to the table?
Just a really good defender. Keen mindset, understands the game, can run, can do a lot of really good things, good bat-to-ball skills, good plate zone discipline. Definitely a good guy to have at the top of the lineup to get on base for Clifford and Parada and Ramirez and those guys.
Jack Wenninger tonight. He has the honor of being the opening night pitcher. What do you expect from him?
I expect him to attack the strike zone, mix his pitches in zone and get hitters out quick.
And when you see guys that you coached, managed, Jake Mangum, Hayden Sanger, Mike Vassell, reach the major leagues, must give you a good message to give to these guys that resilience, perseverance, really important traits to be successful.
It is, and just the constant belief in yourself is so important that, I told the guys in our team meeting, we want you to play in the big leagues. For the Mets, yes, we'd love for you to play for the Mets, but we want to see you play in the big leagues regardless. And that was a message I got from Jim Hoff when he was our infield coordinator in Tampa. He's like, we'd love to see you guys all play in Tampa, but at the end of the day, we want to see guys play in the big leagues. And to see Bass, in Chicago and had a great start, his first start. And Jake Mangum's been hot as can be in the big leagues, and I've kept tabs with those guys all the way through. I talked to Jake a couple nights ago, just congratulated him, and per his usual fashion, he texted me right back, and he said I hope I can do be as good as you were in this uniform, because he's with the Rays now. But
right.
He's a great man,
Yep.
and super proud of him, and from winning the batting title in AAA last year to come back and not make the team out of camp, and just to have just such a professional mindset all the time. He's just such a good role model for young players that are going to go through things that, how you respond to those adversities is really what your true character is. And he's just a high quality human being, and I'm super proud of him.
And that must be, it's not just, all right, you're with Binghamton for 4 years, but you're in the organization for 4 years. And so the relationships, I know you and Beatty are close. I mean, especially in spring training, it's not about level. It's the relationships you form and continuing to be a resource for these guys.
Absolutely. When they advance and they leave us at this point, that doesn't mean that we don't still keep communication. And I'm always there for those guys, and they know that. And they can call me anytime. And when things are rough and things are tough, that's when I want them to reach out so I can help. And Acuna, watching him and Beatty both make the team. Vientos, what he did last year. Alvarez and Sanger, just so many guys. Budo and Debnil Nunez, who pitched so amazing last year for the Mets, and he'll be up there helping those guys out again at some point. Just it's so good to see them in spring training, and they always come over and give a hug, and they're just very appreciative of the time we spent together, and I am as well.
You excited to get things going?
Very excited.
Nothing like opening day, right?
Love it.
Thanks, Reid, for the time. Look forward to a fun season. Always appreciate it.
Thank you.